So with the band exercises, we're going to do 2 sets, roughly anywhere from 8 to 15 repetitions. So when you feel like you are fatigued, stop, and then we'll do a second set, okay? If you're doing 15 and you're not tired at all for the second set, get something a little thicker. So we want to go anywhere 1 to 3 sets, 8 to 15 repetitions, okay? So for the first one, first option is to put the band underneath your feet. And where we're going to pull is from knees to hips. So it's a seated row, okay? So we pull knees to hips. We squeeze our shoulder blades together. I want you to do about anywhere 8 to 15. Now another option you do have would be to bring your feet out, or if you need more resistance, loop the band around and keep pulling back. We want to be careful to keep the band under our feet. Sometimes it'll want to slide up and down. Okay, elbows stay fairly low on our sides. Okay, we'll finish up our first set, and then we'll pause for a few seconds. Might want to shake that out a little bit, and then we'll do one more set. You can either sit on the band or you can put it underneath your chair. You might want a lighter resistance on this. If you sit on it, you're going to have a little more space in the band. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to sit on that. The chair might just make the band too short. Okay. So you can have the bands in front or behind, whatever's comfortable. Okay, we're good? All right, so we're going to start with palms facing forward. Elbows, we're going to call these goalposts, okay? So we go goalpost. Who's in the warm-up video? Hallelujah. I don't have a good word for going up. Okay. So with this, we're working into the shoulders. So you can bring your elbows down about shoulder height, push them right back up. You might feel like you fatigue a little faster with the military press versus the row, because this is a smaller muscle group. Okay. Once you've done your set, roughly 8 to 15 repetitions, we'll rest. All right, so for this, we're going to put, you could put the band under your chair too, or you can just step on it. Okay. Feet roughly hips distance apart, get your butt all the way back in your seat. Okay. Okay, we good? All right. Yeah, I was going to say, Tia, you might need a little more resistance there. Okay, so we're going to start arms down at our sides, palms open or facing up. We're going to pull up like we're squeezing an orange in our elbow. And we let back down, and then you come up. And again, if you need more resistance, you can grab down on the band and pull up. You might want to brace your belly at the same time. Okay. Good. In a repetition, we're looking for about 3 seconds up, a 1 second hold at the top, and about 3 seconds down. So we want to control both ways. And once you've done somewhere in the range of 8 to 15, we'll pause there, and then you can do your second set. So options for this. Where we're going to go is, saying this band is going to be too tight for me. So you have the option to go one arm at a time. You're going to go straight up in front. Okay. So the movement without the band at all. So we have good posture first, thumbs are up, we come straight in front. Okay. That's the movement that we're looking for. So if your band lets you do both sides at once, that's fine. You're going to keep your shoulders down your back. Okay. Good. Sometimes when the resistance is too much, you start to see the shoulder hike.
Tell them to not bring it up here.
Yep, we stop at shoulder height.
Your shoulder height.
Shoulder height. Yep. Okay. And you can be out a few degrees. So if it's uncomfortable to be straight in front, come out just a little bit. Okay, so those are our options. Okay. Now we'll grab our bands. There you go. Yeah. So this, choose your band wisely. This is a much smaller muscle group. Okay. So I'm just going to go one arm at a time. Okay. So same thing, we'll do one set, 8 to 15. And then if you have one arm, do the other side. Okay, you ready? All right, so thumb is up. Lift up, roughly 3 seconds up. One at the top, 3 seconds down. And also at the same time, notice what's happening in the rest of your body. If your feet are together, you may want to step them out so that you're more balanced. Once you've done your set, if you're on single arm, then just change arms. We don't want to feel any pain. And after you're set there, we'll pause. Okay. We'll do the right arm first. So butt back in the chair. If you have a flat band, you can use the flat band. It might be a little more comfortable for this one. You're going to start with your hands about hip width apart. Okay. This gets a little more into a little more whole body movement. Where we're going to go, you're going to keep your left hand down on your thigh or your hip. Your right hand is going up and out to the side. So we roll the thumb out, and then we roll the thumb back down. So we let it come up and pull back down. So we call this our John Travolta, I believe. We want to make sure that we control it on the way back. Good. And we want to make sure that we're getting rotation in the shoulder. That's why we have the thumb down and then thumb up. Okay, anybody holding their breath? Okay, once you've done that side, we're going to change sides. So the right hand will stay at the bottom, and then the left hand. So we start with the thumb down, we roll the thumb out and up. We roll down. So you should feel this in your shoulder, a little bit in your shoulder blade, a little bit in your chest. Now, if you were sitting upright with your back not against the chair, you'd have to brace a little bit more through the belly and the core. You can also do these sitting on a ball if you want a little more challenge. Okay, and after you've done your set here, we'll pause, take a break. So you're going to hold the band in front of you, and you're going to take your right arm and push it straight down to your side. Okay? So you might want a little more resistance. If that doesn't feel like anything, grab a heavier band or tighten it up. Okay? So we're going to have the left elbow is in at the side, holding the band firmly. Right arm comes straight down. So you want to squeeze the back side of your arm and then come back up. Good. Good. You should feel that in the back of your arm. The left wrist should also feel strong, so we're kind of working that to stabilize it as well. We'll do a couple more. And then we'll change sides. Okay. So once you finish your set, go ahead and do the other side. Somewhere in the 8 to 15 range. When you feel tired, you want to get to a point where you feel like you maybe could do another 1 or 2, but that would be about it. So if you feel like you could rock out another 10, you want a heavier band. Good. How's everybody's arms feeling? This is, what did we call it yesterday? The bat wing exercise. All right, after you've done your sets, just let your arms rest and wiggle it out. We're good at wiggling. Two options. You can come with a knee lift. Okay. And you're going to notice if it's too tight, yeah, you might want to go down to one single band. Or you can come straight out in front. You may want to stop at 8 then, if you're feeling tight already. Okay, when you've done with that set, change sides. Good. So where do you feel this?
In your thigh.
In your thigh? What about the hip that's supporting you?
I feel it on the other side.
Yeah. All right, after that set, just relax. We're going to keep it tight around our ankles because the next thing we're going to do, so that was more for the front. Yes? Everybody felt it? Okay, now we're going side. So you're going to hold on, put your left foot right next, or your right foot next to your chair. We're going to bring the left leg out to the side. Okay. And what we want to try not to do is lean over so that the muscle stays, so that we stay isolating the muscles of the hip. And if you want to do it without holding the chair, that's fine too. The hardest part is just to control it. You ready? Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. So we'll do that roughly 8 to 15. The leg that's stationary, have the knee bent just a little bit. You can feel it? Both legs, right? Whew. Yeah. Yep. All right. And once you've done your set there, we'll walk to the other side of our chair. This is good. Yeah, that would be called, so you can do that, and it's called a sumo walk. Okay? So if we want to be a little functional, yep, both sides. Just for fun, that's your sumo walk. Okay? So we have monster walk. And then we have sumo walk, which is just really sidestepping, but it's more fun to say sumo. Yep, good. You got it, okay. Oh, now we gotta do this side. All right, so let's stay in here. Body's up straight, yes? Yes. No side to side, we're not wagging the tail? No. All right, no sagging, here we go. So we're gonna do 8, roughly, maybe only 6, because that's the thing. When you start to feel your body start to give, you gotta rest. Mechanics are more important. I like your count better than mine, so I'm going there. 8. Oh. Okay. Whew. Okay. Now for our bottoms. Let's turn our chairs to the side. Okay, so that they can see what we're doing. All right. So we'll stand on the right foot. Left foot moves first. We're going back. Okay. Now we shouldn't be able to go back very far, and we don't want our spine to really extend. It's just a small lift, and it's a control in. Okay, we ready? Ready. So, yep, ready, Freddie. Here we go. 1, 2. I'm gonna let you count us out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, and 10.
Whew. All right, we'll change sides, yeah. Little wiggle wiggle. All right, you ready?
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay.
9, and 10.
Okay, so a couple things to watch for on this one is if you start to feel fatigue, what happens is that we start to open up our body and lean forward. Okay, so we want to keep our hips really straight on, just so we're isolating. Okay, the other thing you can do is bend your leg and push back that way. You're going to feel it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to get a little more glute and hamstring. Okay, then you got to worry about your band rolling up. Okay, so you can try that just to feel a different pull.
Yeah, I feel it there.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Okay, so for this one, you're going to stand on your band. And we're working the lower leg or the calves. Okay? So, oops. All right, so you're standing on it. Hands can be down at your sides, or if you want to, you can pull them up to your hips. You're just going to lift up onto your toes and then lower back down. Okay? And you could do one leg at a time if you wanted to hold on to a chair, and you can cross the bands in front if you wanted to do that. Good. All right, one more. We good? Okay. You're going to put your band underneath, ideally with the flat band, the ball of your foot. Okay. With the tubing, it's a little bit harder because it wants to roll. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're going to pull. The bands have enough tension. This is your gas pedal. Okay. I have a hot foot. Yep, so I like to work this one. So we push down and then control it on the way up. So we're pressing down and controlling it on the way back. Okay. Yeah, it's harder with the tubing. It does want to roll. Sometimes with the tubing you can loop it around your foot and it makes it a little bit better. Or yeah, and you could do that too. Yeah, just loop the handle through. Okay, and after you've done that side, we'll switch sides. Okay, so find that resistance that lets you do roughly 10. Okay, and then we'll do this set. So all of these with the resistance bands, 1 to 3 sets of somewhere between 8 and 15 repetitions. So for this, every time you press your foot down, that's 1 repetition. Okay? That's what we mean by set and repetition. So if you are fatigued after just going through them once, then you go through them once until you work up to the place where you feel like you could do another round. Okay? And that's the great thing about the bands is that other parts of your body are working at the same time. I don't know if you can feel the muscles in your thigh that have to hold you in a certain position. You can also do these on balls. The elastic bands, you can change resistance, you adapt it. So they're very effective in resistance training. Okay, and after you've done your set, you can release your band.
Congratulations on completing 15 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity. To meet the recommended amount of activity for today, you can take a 15-minute walk or do 1 round of the Move More Virginia 7-minute HIIT workout video.